Do me a huge favor. Pull out paper, marker, pencil, pen, phone, like whatever you can write with. Now, do me a favor. If you write in your phone, you use whatever program, notes or whatever you use, I need you to do me a huge favor. When you get home, I don't care about technology. When you get home, either a vision board, a big scrap sheet of paper, I'm talking about huge, couple pieces of paper, pencil, whatever. I need you to write because something magical happens. Listen to me, you got to hear what I'm telling you. The way we were created, we have 5 senses. And the reason why some of you are not on the next level, because you're using one. That's it, you're using one. You're using maybe 2. I need you to use them all. Listen to me, I need when you write your vision board down, at the end of it, my wife's with me now, so I don't have to do it. But generally, when my wife doesn't travel with me, and I'm being serious, I bring a picture when she graduated from the University of Phoenix, got her master's degree. I carry that picture with me, and I carry the scent that she uses. And when I was in San Diego, I just sprayed it on me, boom, boom, boom. I don't even wear perfume. I don't wear cologne. But I sprayed hers, and boom, boom, came out. Why? I wanted to smell her. Why? Because that's a sense. And listen to me very closely, just in case you don't know it. When you talk about your memory, nothing jars your memory like the sense of smell. So what I'm telling you, when you do your vision board, I want you to put your fragrance, like whatever that fragrance is you wear a lot, I want you to spray that all over your vision board. Now I walked in here today, and it's going to blow your mind. This is my 4th year here. When I walked in this space, I smell Aaron Sansoni. I was like, oh, Aaron must have been here. I smell Aaron. Aaron had been here. That's Aaron's scent right there. Now, I don't know who had Aaron's scent on. Somebody else may have had his scent on, but when I smelled it, immediately I said, Aaron is in the building. So what you don't get when you don't write your dreams and goals down is surface. But when you start writing them down, when you start putting fragrance on it, look, I want your dream to have a taste. I'm being real. Like if you like chocolate, put some chocolate on your vision board. I'm serious. Like put a whole bunch of chocolate, and every time you do your vision board, eat the chocolate. And so every time you eat chocolate, see, they call me E.T. the hip hop preacher for a reason. What I would do, because I understood how powerful hip hop was, I realized that after a while, hip hop was no longer music, it was a culture. And so what I would do, because hip hop is played everywhere, I would use hip hop songs to deliver my message. So when that young person was no longer in school, but they were on the playground, or they were at home, or they were in their car, they would hear that song, and they would no longer hear that song as the artist intended. They would think about my message. So I had one that was called When I Move, You Move, Just Like That. And it was a church message that I did. And I was talking about that there were some individuals in the Bible who were so close that whenever God made a move, they made a move. And I said, when I move, you move just like that. And so kids start hearing the songs like, yo, E, I don't even think of Ludacris no more. I think about you. You can have whatever you like. And I started talking about in terms of your dreams or your goals. So what, you didn't have your dad? So what, you didn't have your mom? So what, you grew up in foster care? So what, you're poor? You can have whatever you like. And so when they would hear the song, they thought about, I need you to use all 5 senses as it relates to your goal, because if you can give me all 5, you got the probability of your dreams becoming reality are greater. So what are you saying, E.T.? I'm saying, listen to me, you got to be very intentional and deliberate. The stuff that you're dreaming about, the stuff that you want to happen, it's not going to happen by osmosis. Like, you got to get up and you got to go after it. It can happen. You're looking at a kid, high school dropout. You're looking at a kid, homeless, eating out of trash. You're looking at a kid that went from that to I'm in Australia? You think I got to Australia by happenstance? You think no. Very intentional and very deliberate. Without a 5-year, without a 10-year plan, we still thought about it, and we made, how you do it without a goal, without a plan? Because while people doing all that, looking at whatever every day, we get up and we work toward it. So we cast a vision, and we wake up every day, and we say, how many tasks is it going to take to make this happen? And that's where some of you are going wrong. You got a big dream, but you don't have any tasks. You got this big dream you wake up to every day. I'm going to be a millionaire. Okay, how many tasks is that going to take? That might take 1 million. And so you need to know that there are 1 million things you need to do so you can start marking those 1 million off so you can know where you are. Because if you don't know where you are, how in the world you're going to get there? So there are people who are smarter than E.T. who are not accomplishing what E.T. is accomplishing. That why in the world would you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, E? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to you because your dreams are so small that you can get them done in 4 or 5 hours in a day. But when your dreams are as big as mine, you got to get up quite early. When your dreams are global, some kid gonna tell me the other day, like, E, come on. Why you keep saying thank God it's Monday and you're releasing them on Sunday? I said, because it's Sunday in Chicago, not Australia. You got a little Chicago goal. No, listen what I'm saying. Your little goals are in Chicago. It's in Sydney, it's already Monday. In Melbourne, it's already in Brisbane, it's already Monday. So if all I was talking to is the Americans, you're absolutely right. I did put it out too early. But because I'm giving it to the world, I got to find a time that's not too early in the States, but not too late in the rest of the world. Like they watch it in New Zealand. That's almost 4 hours ahead of California. So I need you to be very intentional and deliberate. When you wake up, 5 senses, I need all of them, the taste, the touch, the see. I need you to look. I need you to be aware. I need them all. So this is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to do you a favor real quick before we go to our first principle. I'm going to do you a favor. There's a song I want to play, right? And listen to me. I'm not playing a song so that you can hear a song. I'm trying to activate something. Listen to me. Let me be honest with you. Write those goals down. Make sure you write those goals down. Right? While I'm talking, you write. Write that stuff down. E.T., I got to get this done before 2016. I got less than 2 months, and I got to get this done before the ball drops. I got to get this done in 27. Like I got to get it done in 2017, so I got to start now so I can make sure in 2017 it's taken care of. Just write that stuff down. And while you're writing that down, write down your loved ones. Like these are the people. Give me 3 or 4 people that you love dearly, that every day you wake up, you think about these people. That not 5 hours goes by in a day and you think about these people. Write their names down for me. Then this is homework. Don't do this right now, but this is homework. Write down what would their life look like if you made all your dreams and goals become a reality. When you go home, think about the people you love the most, and I want you to answer the question, if I blow up, if all these big, gigantic goals that I have actually become a reality, what will their life look like? And then I also want you to write down, how would their lives be devastated in a disaster if I was a disappointment? If I didn't get that law degree, if I didn't get that medical degree, if I didn't start that business, if I wasn't a successful entrepreneur, if I didn't finish this book, if I didn't write this album, whatever, how would their life be devastated or destroyed if I was a disappointment? And I want you to answer that. Now, this is why I say this. Right? So when you say E.T., you said you didn't have your father in your life. Okay, I want to make sure you just all of this adds up. Watch this. E.T., you're a high school dropout, meaning that you had some struggles academically. E.T., you were homeless and a high school dropout. E.T., listen to me, guys. This is what I realized. There's a myth. It's a lie. The lie is if you come from a 2-parent background, if you have resources, if you go to a great institution, if you have a network, like if you have people who support you, that you're just going to automatically be successful. It's a lie. It's a myth. I know a lot of rich people whose kids are terrible. I know a lot of rich kids who smoke drugs and became alcoholics who are disappointments. And I know kids who grew up in foster care who were murdering the game. So I asked myself, E.T., what's the real secret then? And I realized the real secret is not the hand you've been dealt, but the real secret is not what you have, but the level of energy that you put into what you have. So here's what I'm discovering about most of us. Most of us who are not where we want to be in life, you do not need another gift. You don't need another gift. You don't need another life. Like, we don't need to start all over with you. Like, we don't need to put you back in your mom's womb and give you a second chance. Like, we don't need to do that. What I realize with most human beings, the reason why you're not where you want to be is because the effort you're giving to life. I realize, like, we can leave right now. We can leave. I've discovered that the problem is you're giving 70%, yet you're looking for a 120% lifestyle. I got it. I found out. My man, the Uber driver just yesterday, who picked us up and told us he got a divorce after 37. I said, after 37 years, you got a divorce? A friend of mine called the other day, E.T., I'm getting a divorce after 9 years. I said, what's wrong? He said, I don't know. I said, what do you mean you don't know? He said, I don't know. I just came home one day and she told me she wanted a divorce. I said, no signs? I'm not from Australia and I know what the weather is. Like, no, I'm not from Australia, but we packed according to like we went online and they told us like it's going like and your weather is crazy. Like I struggled, right? I was trying to pack. I was like, whoa, 61, one day, next day, 89. Like, is that possible? Like, this is unbelievable. Like, for real, you had like, I don't know, at 19, whatever it was, 19, next day, 32. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, okay, so I'm like, get 3 bags, right? Just get one for one day, one for another day, and just whatever happens in the middle. Like, it wasn't rocket science. I was able to look and I was able to, you mean to tell me after 9 years your wife wants a divorce and you had a slight idea what's going on? It's not possible. You didn't see the signs. He said, okay, E.T., what do you think is wrong? I said, okay, let's start from the bottom. Let's start from the top. Let's just get started. Okay, so when you guys were dating, were you texting her? He's like, absolutely. I was like, how often? He was like, every day. I said, okay, good. Y'all married now. How often do you text? He's like, I don't know. Whoa, okay. So we went from texting her every day, all day, to we're not texting her at all. So we went from telling her how beautiful she is, telling her how you miss her. Like, you just walked, like when you were dating, you just walked out the house and you hit her, I miss you. Like, you go for 5 minutes and you missed her, I miss you and I can't wait to get out. And you like every break you get, you calling her. Now you're married and you don't call her on any breaks. Like, you don't get it? You don't see what's going wrong? Like, no, I don't get it. I'm helping, we got babies, I'm putting them through school, we got, we married, and I got to make sure we got this house now, and we got this whatever. And I'm like, okay, you don't get it. You're putting all this energy into this, but you're not putting any energy into the marriage. And I don't care what type of phone you have. When it goes 0 battery, it's dead. It doesn't make a difference what type of phone it is. I don't care how many apps you have, how much stuff you have on it. If there's no battery life and the battery is dead, the phone is useless. And many of you in this room, the effort that you're putting forth is terrible. It's terrible. 70% in terms of your health. 70% effort in terms of your health. You're obese and you're like, I don't know what happened. I'm like, we could break it down. For you obese, like for real, I'm with you, I feel you. Like for I always tell people, when you look at me, you like, I'm not really sure. He look like he do something. I don't know what he does, but he doing something. Maybe a couple push-ups, I don't know. It looks like maybe he walks a lot. Maybe he runs now and then. Like, I got the kind of body, you could tell like I don't do a whole lot, but I do enough. Real, like you can look at him and be like, all right, is he chunky? Now, okay, depending on how he turned. Like real, you like depending on like if he's straight up, he look like he thin, but when I saw him from that angle, he looked a little chunky when he turned. Like you don't really know. And the reason why you don't know is because that's what I do. Like I do enough. Like I don't necessarily work out 7 days a week. Probably 4. I try to make sure it's 7. So I'm like, let's do 4, because that means we do more than what we don't do. And so I might go for an hour, do my thing, and I might chill for the next 3 days. And I'm like, it's time to go again. Right? But watch this. I'm being honest with you. If you are obese, it's in the calories. Like, I don't even know you, and I can tell you that you are not like going to the vegetarian restaurant and murdering the veggies. I know that right now. I just know you ain't in line like, let me get that eggplant. No doubt. Yep. I'm going to need the avocado to go with that as well. But low on the avocado because it's killing me. But I'm just being real. You can tell people who work out, it's just certain things they eat, they don't eat. So I'm telling you, like, I'm just saying to you, when you walk out of this room today, do me a huge favor. Stop saying that it's by chance that you have the life you have. Stop saying that. Stop saying like the stuff is against me. This didn't work out. That didn't work out. Like, yo, it's your life. And that's what I love. I'm in America dealing with racism. I'm in America dealing with all kind of crazy stuff, and I'm still one of the top motivational speakers in the world. Why? Because I don't care about none of that stuff. Like, you can't affect my life. It's my life. You can't tell me how much money I can make. You can't tell me. Listen to me. I've been around the world. If I go home tomorrow, get my man and get the president in about 60 days. If I ain't comfortable in 60 days with what's going on, I have options. Like Australia, look, I know we've been doing this for the last 4, and I usually only stay about 2 weeks where I'm, Can we do 6 months next time I come? I just want to feel this thing out. I have options. Are you hearing me? I got options. Some of you are mad about what you make. Look, you are where you are at your job because you're average. And your boss is treating you like he's treating you because you're average. I'll say it again. You are allowing your boss to treat you that way because you're average. You are allowing people to treat you the way because you average. Listen to me. If you were great, you could walk away. If you were great, you would just walk away and he'd have to force you to come back. Please don't leave. But because you average, he's like, if I lose you, I can find another one of you.